Hey y'all, it is New Year's Eve and I feel like going to Target and looking for Valentine's Day stuff because I don't know what this is or where this came from, but I feel like going to Target and looking for Valentine's Day decor because that is all that has been on my For You page for probably the past week. But they have these Valentine's Day Stanley Cups, and I was a person that said, I am never going to get a Stanley Cup in my life. I don't understand the hype about it. But I got one Stanley, and I'm kind of in love with it. And the fact that they have Valentine's Day one coming out, and they have tiny little hearts beside of the logos. I keep looking at myself in the mirror behind the camera. If you see me going wall-eyed for a second, it's because I'm looking at myself in the mirror because I'm a little conceited. But I'm also doing my makeup, so maybe that's an excuse this time. But I feel like looking for that Stanley Cup because it's supposed to come out today. It's got little hearts beside the logo. And I've only seen the red one. I think there's supposed to be a pink one. I'm not a huge fan of red, but I'm really liking that red cup. And then they also have like their dollar section. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like where they put little decor for Halloween. They had the little potion bottles and stuff. This is probably the first time and maybe the only time you will ever hear me say I want to go there and look specifically for this little purple cowboy boot that I saw. It's just like a little boot, like this big, because I think it's one of the cutest things I've ever seen. And then I've been seeing TJ Maxx has a bunch of their cute Valentine's Day decor out, and I have some. Can I have like 5 minutes of peace, please? My hand towels and stuff, I don't have anything besides summer and Halloween. I think if I can find some really cute Valentine's Day ones with like some little hearts or like some little teacups, or they're like pink or something, because I've been really into pink lately. Oh, that was way too much. PTSD. I'll get into that in a second. Like, because I've had an eventful week and I'm like a little traumatized, and today I feel like I need to make myself look good to make myself feel better. This morning I also saw that Walmart has some of their Valentine's Day stuff out, and they got these cute gummy bear plushies. Just, I don't know what it is, but I love gummy bears too. They're so cute. Like hold on. I got this hand sanitizer thing from Bath and Body Works, and it's just like a blue gummy bear, and every time I'm filming, but it's my favorite thing in the whole wide world, and I need more gummy bear stuff. So we're gonna go look and see if they have the gummy bears, and then they're supposed to have some matching pajama sets. They have a cherry set, and then they have like ones with little hearts all over them, and it's so cute. I love Valentine's Day decor. I don't know what it is. It's so pink and pretty and girly, and I need it. So we're gonna go look for that. Also, I love the fact that I said I have an obsession with gummy bears, and my proof of obsession was showing you one item that has gummy bears on it. Anyway, I've got these books that I really want to go look for. My main goal today, if I go to Barnes & Noble, is to look for the Hurricane Wars. I am in the process of reading a book called Bonded by Thorns, and I have very mixed feelings about this book. It's like heavily based off of Beauty and the Beast, which so was A Court of Thorns and Roses, and that was one of my favorites, if not my top favorite book. Well, actually it's A Court of Mist and Fury, but you get what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I got it for Christmas, and I was so excited, so hyped, because I was like, okay, here we go. The female main character is not described as being like this 5 foot tall, so petite, they look fragile girl, and she's not 19, she's 5'11", she's 26, and she describes herself as having like a little bit of body fat on her. Okay, yes, things are looking good. You got 4 Fae princes, and then we get to the dialogue. It's going so good, and I'm so immersed in it. And then you get to quotes from her that's like,
he was really mean.
And
you're just jealous.
The "you're just jealous" part was her talking to the villain of the story. And that just like completely rips me out of it. There's direct quotes from Beauty and the Beast. Like, I remember them from the movies in that book. I feel like I'm at the point where it's so bad that I can't put it down. And will I get the other 2 books that follow it? Probably. So I need to find something else to read afterwards. I'm saying this like I don't have Fall of Ruin and Wrath and Powerless and the Throne of Glass series and Crescent City sitting over there that I could read. I need something else. Okay? And maybe I'll look for me another little hockey romance. I need a hockey player boyfriend. It's not funny anymore. Now, back to my comment I made where I said PTSD about super pink cheeks. I was at work the other night, and I'm a person, hey, bet you couldn't guess. I am fully aware that I'm not the skinniest person. I have belly fat, I have thigh fat, I have arm fat, I have a double chin. I also have rosacea, which makes my face very pink. And when I get nervous or like super excited, my cheeks, my entire face gets super red. And it just seems to be this thing for everybody around me, that when I get embarrassed or when I laugh a little too hard, they think it's necessary and it's okay to make the comment, "You're so red right now. You should see how red your face is. You look like a tomato," whatever. I've heard it my entire life. I've been asked what's wrong with me. So it's like, it's not something new. And I'm usually pretty good at deflecting comments like that and making some joke about it, which is probably not healthy. But it's like, if I can't beat them, join them kind of feeling for me. The other night, this girl that I work with made the comment because I was laughing and cutting up with one of my coworkers. And I was like hee-hawing at this point. Never again will I say that. I was laughing very hard at this point because she said something that just made me absolutely lose it. The other coworker looks at me and goes, "You look like my uncle right now. He has rosacea and he gets red as a tomato, and that is exactly what you look like right now. A big red tomato." So, of course, like, I've had it at this point. I am in the mindset right now where I've been defensive for way too long and try to protect my feelings and not show how it affects me, that I just need to take time to actually feel my feelings. So I might have had a little outburst and screamed at the girl and been like, "Well, did you ever stop and think that maybe that's what I have? That I have rosacea and that's why I do that?" And she just kind of huffed at me and rolled her eyes a little bit. I came home and I cried about it because then I got in my feelings, and I'm probably going to start crying now. Wow. I came home and I cried about it because I was like, is that what's wrong with me? Is that all people notice about me? It's upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little upsetting that everyone feels the need to point stuff like that out about me. And it's like, it just makes me, oh my god. It makes me feel like I'm defective. And that's all anyone is ever gonna notice about me, is how I'm not skinny, or how red my face gets, and how I can't hide my emotions because you can physically see it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't plan on crying over that. Not again, anyway. But that's kind of the mindset that I'm at, and I just need something to make me feel a little bit better. So maybe that's my excuse to why I'm going out and going to spend money that I really don't need to, that I need to be saving. Because your girl's trying to go on another trip. So she really needs to be saving her money for that. I was supposed to go out with one of my friends today. And she ended up getting sick. And I really hope she feels better. I've been messaging her and getting updates and making sure she's good. But we were supposed to go out today and go shopping and like go to lunch or whatever. And I just feel like I still need that. And it's okay for me to go do it by myself. So I'm just going to go out and have a little me day. And we're going to go shopping and get some books. Some very good books. And we're going to get some cute little Valentine's Day decor. I don't think I've made a video since I got my bangs cut. But now I have forehead bangs. And I tried to do them yesterday. And I don't know what I did wrong. But just this section here wants to stick up straight. Like, do you see how high that bumps? I don't know what I did wrong. We're just gonna see if I can keep them to the side. Yesterday I tried to do that and they just flew up everywhere. They were sticking straight up. Let's go spend money. We really shouldn't. Before we go, I need to do a fit check, okay? Sweater from Fashion Nova. Jeans are Levi's. Okay, I don't have my shoes on, but these are the shoes that we're going with. My cute little, I call them grandpa shoes. That's our fit today. And then, of course, my bag is Lounge Fly, the Winter Soldier bag. Okay, let's go shopping. So we're at Walmart right now. Finding the gummy bears was a bust. They do have a little teeny dragon squishmallow that I'm thinking about getting for my red one to be his little buddy, but they do have the Valentine's pajamas here. I really like the cherry ones, but I don't know if I'll actually wear them. Even though I hate the color red, I'm really liking these, so I think I might get that set. I'm back hours later and I'm here to give you a little haul. First off, I went to Target. They didn't have any of the Stanley cups left. There was spots left for them, but they only had the like 12 or 16 ounce cups left, and I'm not a fan of the little cups. I like the big quencher. Yeah. And then they didn't have the little cowboy boots out because my Target sucks and doesn't get anything until like the week before the holiday. To start off, at Walmart, I got my cute little red heart jammy set. Like I said, they didn't have any of the gummy bears out yet, but they did have the cute little Valentine's Day squishmallows out. And I did get 2 of the dragons. I got one for one of my friends so we could have matching little besties. Moving on to TJ Maxx. They had a not quite as much Valentine's Day stuff as I thought they would have out yet, but then again, it is also New Year's Eve. But I did find this very cute little like mushroom blanket. It's got little hearts on it, the pink little mushrooms. It kind of reminds me of fairies. Now, these are not Valentine's Day ones. They had a bunch of Valentine's Day ones, but I needed a set of 3, and I didn't feel like buying 2 sets of 2. They had like these little pink cupcakes that I really liked, and then they also had ones that were like kind of like my blanket, except they weren't Valentine's specific mushrooms. They were just mushrooms and little flowers in general. I really liked those, and I came this close to buy both sets, but then I was like, no, I need them to match. So then I just got like the little flowers and herbs set. I saw these cute, they're supposed to be like soda cans, pop cans, and they're candles. I got a lemon scented one, lemon splash, and then I got strawberry pop, and they got like the little lids that look like little soda cans. I'm really excited about those. They're very cute. I think I'm going to keep the jars even after I burn them. And then the last thing I got at TJ Maxx is the set of pillows. Cute little pink hearts on them. And then last but not least, we have my Barnes & Noble haul. I went there specifically for like Hurricane Wars. They were having a sale, so Hurricane Wars, and what the girl that worked there told me whenever I asked if they had it. She said, if it is a 4-star or above read, we don't have it at the moment. I just got some other ones off of my TBR list. I got Once Upon a Broken Heart, and then this was recommended to me by one of my friends, Emily Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I was a little sad when I walked through Barnes & Noble because they had a display set up for this book, and it was completely empty, completely blank. But then as soon as I got up to the register, they had one left, so I snatched it up. And then we got A Broken Blade. I looked at The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. I want to get that one. Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue. I can't read that. What is that? Sue Lin Tan. And then also The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. I don't know, but I'm going to be going back and getting all 3 of those. They have been added to my TBR list along with like 500 other books. The last book, which it was the first one that I saw whenever I went in there. So last year got me the Stranger Things books because that was like my entire world last year. Still kind of is, but I'm not quite as about it anymore. And then I knew that Eddie had one coming out this year. I pre-ordered it, and then I canceled it, and I kind of forgot about it. And I wasn't going to get it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to calm down a little bit on the Eddie stuff. He's still one of my favorite characters because I relate to him a little too much. But I'm not going to get his book. Well, I walked through Barnes & Noble, and I saw it sitting front and center, so I got it. Now, I think people are already shooting off fireworks. That's great. It is 8 o'clock and people are already shooting off fireworks. I love where I live so much. I'm going to go put up these books and I'm going to go clean, do a nice deep cleaning and put out all my Valentine's Day decor. And you know what? I am feeling a little overwhelmed with my emotions currently. So maybe I'll put on a sad playlist while I clean. Okay, I've tormented you enough. Thank you for joining me for my little adventure, my little haul. I thought it'd be a little bit more exciting than this, but sometimes we just don't get what we want. Before I end this off, I want to go on like a little tangent about how I'm doing mentally. I started off the day pretty good. And I'm gonna start crying because I just read the stitching in the seam of these pajamas, and it says, "You are gorgeous." It's so stupid, but like I'm in such a fragile state right now. I already told you how I'm like not feeling good about how I look, like my face and my arms too, because you know they turn red and purple and people like to bring it up, which is. But I was like, oh, I see these people take these cute little pictures in like Barnes & Noble with the books behind them and everything. And I was like, oh, it was kind of crowded, and I get nervous when there's crowds, and I don't like expressing myself or like letting people know that I'm taking pictures of myself or anything like that. So I went in there and I waited until people walked away, and I set up my phone and did a self-timer and was trying to take cute aesthetic pictures of me looking at the books, and I panicked because people were walking by, and I just snatched the phone up before I was able to get a good picture, and I looked back at the ones I took and I looked so bad, and it makes me want to cry even harder. And nobody told me my hair looked oily and stringy, and nobody told me I'm a hunchback. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go clean. Happy Valentine's Day, Happy New Year, have a great night, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.